Indian team, probable 11. Let's discuss the probable 11 that will take on the field.
Number 3 will be Gill, Badri. 4 will be Virat.
Recent form in other forms of cricket or in domestic cricket has not been good. Sir Patel will probably be a very good option.
Magnificent catch. Just look at Badri now, diving into it.
Lovely shot. Kicks it over the offside. That's a good shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. Hello and welcome to Cric It with Badri. It's another episode of Cric Debate. This video is presented to you by DIVO News. Hi Pratham, trust you're keeping well.
All good, Badri, and you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. India take on Bangladesh. This test series has been spoken about quite a lot because India embark on a big test cricketing season, and Bangladesh, we have told in our channel before, are not going to be pushovers. They are going to give a fight to Team India. That's what we expect, at least a fight. The first test match is happening at Chepauk. Firstly, Pratham, Indian team, probable 11. Let's discuss the probable 11 that will take on the field. I'll start from the batting order. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rohit Sharma, no-brainer. A left-hand, right-hand combination. They've been working really well. Yashasvi has been in good touch in recent times, and Rohit Sharma comes back of a good memory. Last time he played in Chepauk, a brilliant knock. So, no surprise there. You agree with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing to speak about there. Number 3 will be Virat Kohli. I think the top 3 is set. Virat, probably one of the best test batsmen, but in search of form a little bit. I think
number 3 will be Gill, Badri. 4 will be Virat.
Oh, okay. Shubman Gill. You're still giving place for Shubman Gill. But
Absolutely.
yes, having see, his recent form in other forms of cricket or in domestic cricket has not been good. But when he played for India last, he's done well. Is that the reason I'm going for Shubman Gill?
Yeah. I mean, there is absolutely no doubt that I think that February test series against England was Gill's coming of age series. So there is no way Gill loses his place, at least for the next. And I don't. It's a no-brainer. Gill and Jaiswal are the ones who are going to take this batting forward for the next few years, especially in tests.
Big statement. These youngsters are going to take Indian Test cricket forward. And number 4 will be Virat. Of course, there is no debate right there. I think one of the best test batsmen in the world. And number 5, there is some sort of a little bit of a discussion there. KL Rahul, he seems to be the fit right there, but then he's going to take the place of another cricketer, probably Sarfaraz Khan, who's played good cricket. He's recently joined the Indian team as well, Sarfaraz Khan, but then KL Rahul, being a senior player, probably his best format is test, so he will retain his number 5 slot.
Slightly unlucky on Sarfaraz, but KL didn't do anything wrong. The last game he played, he got 80 odd, then got injured. He had a quadriceps injury and didn't play 4 tests, wherein Sarfaraz came and scored 350s in about 5 innings. So he didn't do anything wrong either, but KL deserves his place in the side, and Stunner tests ahead, especially with Australia coming up. So I think they will go with KL at least to start with for sure.
It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. This is a usual thing in Indian cricket when, for a player, no fault of his, tends to lose his place for a bigger name. KL Rahul comes in, and same thing with Rishabh Pant as well. He's going to come in at number 6. Jurel did really well. He did nothing wrong. He scored some runs whenever he got an opportunity to play test cricket for India. But then a player of the caliber of Rishabh Pant comes in, straight away walks in at number 6.
I feel actually even worse for Jurel because he was man of the match in Ranchi. If you remember, he scored a 90 odd and then anchored the chase with Shubman. Didn't do anything wrong. Kept brilliantly. And he came in after the second test because KS Bharat was a disappointment. So Jurel came in 3 tests. He was very good behind the stumps and in front of the stumps. Didn't do anything wrong. But when you have an X factor like Rishabh Pant, you put his name down first. There is absolutely no doubt. And again, it's like I've said this on your show earlier. It's like DK versus MS. So both are good, but how do you leave MS out? How do you leave Rishabh Pant out? Unfortunate for Jurel.
Yeah, that's something unfortunate. Like I said, it happens in Indian cricket much too often. But then nobody can do anything about it. Next comes the all-rounders. I think 2 all-rounders, 2 of the probably best all-rounders in world cricket. Spinning all-rounders, Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. They will take the place of, number 7 and number 8. No debates there, Pratham. It's a no-brainer. 2 of the best spinners. They are going to be the spine going into this test match as well as this test season. Yeah, you're not debating me there.
No, absolutely not.
You're not debating me there. The next comes, I think, Bumrah and probably Mohammad Siraj. These 2 fast bowlers select themselves is what I feel. Bumrah, obviously, there is no There is no question there. But Mohammad Siraj, Indian team has been backing him quite regularly, and Test format, he's done well, Pritham. I think he should certainly be there in this 11.
Yeah, I think Siraj. I also feel Siraj's better format is Test and then ODIs. So he did well during the England series. He didn't have too much to do. I think he didn't play a couple of tests, but the tests he played, he was fairly sharp and accurate. But I just feel Siraj is not in proper bowling rhythm yet. I think towards the end of last year with the World Cup, his form started tapering off a bit. Hopefully, this is a chance for him to bowl some lengthy spells and get it back. But yeah, he deserves a chance to start alongside Bumrah. So the question then for you is, who is the 11th player? Is it Kuldeep, or are you going to go with the third seamer?
Yes, that is going to be the debate. Yeah, I think let's count these first 10 players, Pratham. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rohit Sharma, followed by Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, top 6, and then come the two all-rounders, Jadeja and Ashwin, and then come the two fast bowlers, Bumrah and Siraj. So we've got 10 players. One spot up for grabs. Who is it going to be? Let me put my perspective here. We are playing in Chepauk in Chennai. It might be a red soil wicket. It's going to be hot and humid conditions. What are the fast bowling options we have in our hand? One is Yash Dayal, who's been doing really well. And another one is probably
Akashdeep.
Akashdeep. He has also done well. But then the conditions, how to be. If you lose if you win the toss, or even if you lose the toss, you might have to bowl, in the later part. In fact, if you win the toss and bat first, any team winning the toss will bat first, I think. So as the game goes, I feel more and more spinners will come into play. So I think it's a no-brainer that Akshar Patel will probably be a very good option. Along with Kuldeep Yadav, yes, he's a good wrist spinner, but I have a feeling they might look at Akshar Patel as an option because I feel he deserves a spot, Pritham, because he's done really well with the bat as well. He contributes and he can bowl those fastish balls, but I think this is where the captain's point of view is going to come. Whether Rohit Sharma seems to like Kuldeep Yadav, so I think Akshar Patel is the right choice according to me. What is your perspective?
I think Rohit likes Akshar also. If you look at it, he used Akshar brilliantly in the T20 World Cup. Of course, we're talking about a different format. And if you recall, Akshar played the first test in Hyderabad, and then Jadeja got injured. So in the second test, Kuldeep played instead of Jadeja, and in the third test, when Jadeja came back, Akshar lost his spot. And I think Kuldeep was one of the differences in that series, Badri, because those were not turning pitches. There's a proper batting wickets which turned a bit on the fifth day. They were true wickets, and because of Kuldeep's guile and spin and the different angle that he brings as a left-arm wrist spinner, he made the vital breakthroughs. So definitely, I think with Ashwin coming in at 8, you have plenty of batting. They will not ask for one more batsman in Akshar, all-rounder Akshar, and then push Ashwin to 9. I think third seamer is out of the question. It is so hot in Chennai right now, so you can't have the third seamer bowl long spells. They will go with Kuldeep. Is my feeling. Kuldeep at 9.
To second your opinion, one thing that Kuldeep has that this bowling attack or the spin attack doesn't have is the wrist spin option. Obviously, wrist spinner always brings in an X factor. So yeah, it will be a toss-up between Kuldeep and Akshar, and it might not be a bad choice whoever he goes for, because Akshar also is bowling. He brings a little bit of pace into his bowling, so it might help on a red soil wicket. Is my personal opinion. But then we'll have to wait and watch. But they're playing against Bangladesh, not a pushover by any means, Pritham. Bangladesh, who are you keeping your eyes on, Bangladesh bowling lineup?
First let me start with the batting, Badri. They bat quite deep. Just like India have Ashwin coming in at 8, they have Mehdi Hassan Miraj coming in at number 8, who's a very, very capable batsman, as he showed against Pakistan. Imagine Bangladesh were 26 for 6 in response to Pakistan's 274, and Litan Das and Mehdi Hassan took the score all the way to about 265. So they were only 10 short of Pakistan in the first innings, which made a huge difference in them winning that series. So Bangladesh is not a poor batting side by any stretch of imagination. You had said two of the best spinning all-rounders in Jadeja and Ashwin. I will throw one more name there. Shakib Al Hasan, the fantastic cricketer, the brilliant batsman, can walk into the Bangladesh side on the strength of his batting, and he's got plenty of wickets to boot. So I think they're a very good batting side up front. And bowling, you said, who am I keeping my eyes on? I saw this guy called Nahid Rana, was brilliant. Tall, fast bowler from Bangladesh, bowls mid-140s, was very good. Mahmood Hassan was very good as well in that first test. Capable batsman, defended quite a bit. And of course, the spinning options with Taijul Islam, he'll give you that left arm option. Shakib with his left arm option, and Mehdi Hasan with his right arm off breaks. Bangladesh spinners are used to bowling on their black soil pitches, slow, low pitches. So it skids through. So they'll be quite a handful. So India will probably start favourites for sure.
Yes.
But it is not going to be a cakewalk like the last time Bangladesh came in 2019. That is my gut feel.
Yeah. Thanks, Pratham, for throwing light on the Bangladesh lineup. One matchup that I am seeing as a cricketer is the Bangladesh spinners against the Indian batsmen, Indian top order. That's why I brought the Bangladesh spin attack firstly into picture for that, because that is what I am keeping my eyes on, especially the likes of the Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, even Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, KL Rahul. They will be tested. Rishabh Pant, I think, is probably a better player of spin. He will stick to his attacking mode, but the top five will be tested by the Bangladesh spin attack. If it is a red soil, let's not forget they also have a good spin attack. So the Indian batting has to be a little bit wary. Like you mentioned, Bangladesh coming off good form as well. By no means they will be a pushover. So exciting series ahead.
I will say I'll take it one step forward, Badri. Bangladesh have better spinners than what England came with in February and March. So definitely they will. It will be a far more even contest.
With all due respect to England, England's spin attack was below par, to say the least. Bangladesh any day is definitely a better spin attack than England, I think.
But of course,
England was a pretty ordinary spin attack.
India managed to give away wickets to Tom Hartley in that first test. But anyway, but India will be bolstered by the returns of Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, and Rishabh Pant, who are missing in that English series. So Bangladesh are a strong team, but India's old war horses are all back. So should be very very exciting couple of test matches.
Yeah. Of course, looking forward to some action and test cricket. Thank you, Pratham, for coming on Cricket with Badri. And this video was presented to you by DIVO News. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon as well, so that whenever we post a video, you will get a notification. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.